We're waiting for people to roll on in.
from
Oh my
there.
god.
Oh, look at the best friends.
Wait, there's a rhino in here.
You're a
Yeah,
rhino
they're best
orphanage.
friends.
Charlie was friends with
Big
the other
boy.
rhinos, which I guess made him think that he was a rhino.
He thought he was a rhino.
So we've got a quiz show planned.
We do have a quiz show planned.
Mm-hmm. And what's it called, Chloe?
It's called Hard Stuff, where the questions are hard and they're about stuff.
And they're about stuff. And I'm going to be asking you questions on your topic.
Yes.
And you're going to be asking me questions on my topic.
Yes, we each picked our own special subject.
But then the other person picked the question.
The other person picked the question.
So they're probably going to be hard or super easy.
Yes.
Because this person can't judge because they don't know the topic.
Well, I know a little bit about your special subject, and you know a little bit about my special subject.
I guess, but in terms of like, I wouldn't have known any of it.
But like, it's funny because like I was thinking, oh, if he was clever, he would ask this question, he would do this, and he would do this. But I can't write my own questions.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was like, oh, this would be a really good question. Like,
We need to do a thing later down the track where we actually have like 4 people from HQ and we do an actual game show with an actual host, because then you get to DM it. That'd be really fun. Goodbye, Hippo.
cute though. So cute.
So I think we should talk about. I wanted it to be called Shake Off.
Yeah. But I can't even see our handshake in there. See? Disappears. You got really long arm.
Because you have to make a deal at the start
Yeah.
for what the stakes are. Okay.
Right,
We need to. We've got time. We
That's
should
right,
figure
right,
that
right.
out. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm tossing around. You came up with it actually. That if you lose,
God.
you have to play a game of Dota against
I'm never
real
gonna
people.
lose. I'm never gonna lose. Do I get to do a practice? No, I don't want to even bother with a practice.
That's what I mean.
I
You
just
wouldn't want to play
jump- yeah.
twice.
I don't gonna play twice. I just jump straight in.
Okay.
Or yell.
We'll do a video on it.
Do you get to coach me while?
Yeah.
Okay.
My girlfriend plays Dota 2.
I'm not gonna lose this quiz. Although you kind of knew that was the stake, so you went in with like a motivation.
Well,
that-
no, you have to agree or disagree to the stakes.
Oh, true. So I can
So-
still say no.
You can still say no, and then we'll just leave. We'll never do the quiz.
The podcast will just end.
But or you play a horror game,
Yeah, I could do that
or we play Scrabble
on stream.
on stream.
That would actually be more fun. I feel like.
On stream.
Yeah.
What if like we do I stream, you stream, but you can ask your chat.
For good words. No, but they can Google. Look at my tan. You can see it on the like pasty white.
You got
tan.
farmer's tan with me.
Yeah. I got all sunburned.
Can't really tell on that camera. There you go. That's my driving side. Yeah.
Oh, look at that tan. Getting to summer in Australia.
Australia. All right.
Nothing healthy about a tan, Harry. Remember those ad campaigns?
I do. That's true.
Tan is skin cells dying.
It's true.
It's true.
You're peeling.
I am. You don't peel though. It's your Maltese blood.
Allegedly.
Alleged Maltese blood.
Alleged
Your
Italian.
great secret Italian grandfather.
That'd be if I didn't have any username ideas, I'd be calling myself allegedly Italian.
Allegedly Italian. I think you need because isn't it a member of your family did a test and found
That they were part Maltese when
Yeah.
they shouldn't have been.
But I think you need to do it as well because there's still different lines of the family. They still have people that they're related to that you're not related to that it could have come from. Because it wasn't like your siblings, it was like a cousin.
Oh no, but the other side was like 100%.
100% what?
It was like their mother that I'm not related to
Right.
also did the test.
Right.
And so it was just like they were like you could compare the paths.
Right.
So you're like anything in the daughter came from the father.
Right. Which is your
Which is what I was
I still think
related
it'd be
to.
interesting for you to
Oh,
do
yeah, it would be
on-
funny.
and then
100%
unveil it on
Irish.
stream. And there's no Maltese blood because we always joke about it. Like we're talking about it when it's like you get a tan or
Yeah.
hair or everything. It's your Maltese blood.
Maltese blood. Yeah.
I bet you they're not even from Malta.
Well, they probably moved to Malta and then they're like, I'm Maltese. And then things happen.
There's so many times I wish you could like you know,
You're back into
Assassin's
the
Creed,
past.
where you can, go. I want that to be real. That's the only thing I've ever actually wanted to be real.
Back to the olive and
the
grape
game.
hills of Malta. That'd be great.
Yeah. And then you find out he was just from like Rome. And
Yes, Igor. Just in time. Just in time. Okay.
How do we come up with our game show?
How did we come up with our game show? We had
what were the origins?
we had to drive 2 hours.
Yes.
And that's it, right?
To an undisclosed location.
To an undisclosed location.
And we were like, shit, what are we going to do on the podcast?
Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll have someone else do the podcast next week, but we'll do this with bang. Basically, we've got to up it so we beat the next week's podcast. Basically, we fight them.
Like, what?
We make a better podcast than
Right.
whoever does it next week.
They have to try and beat the previous week's podcast. So ours
Just keep
gotta-
one-upping each other.
So when Brad had nipple tassels on, the podcast after that, did it beat it? Or
I think it did, actually. I think it went very
was
well.
after?
I don't remember. I think it was me and...
Or was it me and Cam?
I think it was you and Cam.
Oh,
yeah, that went really
right.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, we totally beat them.
Yeah.
No nipple tassels.
No nipple
needed.
tassels needed. Just pigeon homing missiles. Or was that me?
Just
I don't remember.
I don't remember. It's all-
Anyway, we're talking about stakes, Chloe.
Yes.
If I win the quiz,
Yes.
you have to play Dota. Okay?
I don't agree to that.
Okay, then would you prefer you play a horror game or we play Scrabble?
Scrabble on stream. Oh god. No, Dota. That'll really motivate me to. I'm
To
never
not-
losing. this
Okay,
quiz.
well then what happens if you win?
If I win,
I knew Igor would like this.
if I win, I'm never losing. I will. It'll be a cold day in hell before I lose this quiz.
Probably.
What do I?
Your
get?
questions are going to be like birthed from the back of the...
You don't know.
Tolkien
I wasn't mean.
books.
I wasn't mean. I'll be.
I don't know if I was
didn't-
mean.
I didn't just Google super hard Lord of the Rings quiz questions and then copy them. Like I thought about things like just the general knowledge that I knew that I could turn into a question. That
I
might
did
be
that as
difficult
well, and then tried to make it slightly
And
harder.
then I did a few where I just Googled a question. And
Same.
I wasn't mean. Definitely gonna be mean.
So we've got
Oh shit! What do I get?
Chloe's asking me Lord of the Rings questions, or Tolkien questions, or Lord of the Rings questions?
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
And as per your request, it's centered more on the movies.
Was that my request?
Yeah, you didn't want it to be. You didn't want me to have access to the full lore of the books and get some super.
I think I'd probably actually prefer that.
Ah, well, too late now.
Because if you hone in on the movie, I'm not going to know hyper specifics, but I'll know general knowledge
I
of
think there's
the
some
Silmarillion.
There's like more movie questions, but there are book questions. Oh, that's right. You did read the Silmarillion.
Yeah.
Ah, well. Better luck next time.
Oh, I just did a mega click. Okay.
Um,
And then yours, I'm asking you Pride and Prejudice questions.
yeah, specifically, not Jane Austen,
Pride and Prejudice.
specifically Pride and Prejudice, and I allowed you to do the book, the BBC miniseries, and the 2005 movie.
Okay.
I don't know how much you
Who knows?
So.
Next time we'll have more time.
Oh,
Next
Igor,
time we'll have
good
more
to
time.
know. So you
There you
might
go.
know the answer to these questions.
There you go.
There we go.
Damn it.
What did I get? I should have thought about this more.
But I hate the 2005 movie.
Yeah. I
Wait,
threw that in there.
What's the one with Keira Knightley?
That's 2005 movie.
They all look filthy in that movie.
Yeah, they really grime.
They look
up.
grimy.
They grime. Well, they didn't really bathe very often.
What's the year? Wait, the previous one? What's the one with Colin?
Is there a question in the quiz?
Oh.
You asked me? Do you want me to give it away now?
Sure.
1995 when I was born.
1995. Okay.
So I remember it because it's my year of my birth.
Okay. So, what are the stakes?
Oh shit! Okay.
What are
so
the stakes?
I play a game of Dota. You do a cooking stream. We stream you cooking in our kitchen.
I could definitely
And
do
it's
that.
something that I asked you to make.
What?
Like a cock and bush or something.
What is that?
You'll have to find out.
Cock and bush?
A cock and
That sounds familiar. What is that, though?
It's the giant profiterole tower that's like deceptive.
Oh,
like,
no.
Well, I'll decide what I want it to be.
Well, I feel like
It doesn't have to be next week. We can prepare it.
I feel like it's a
but-
part of the stakes, though.
Hmm?
I feel like it's a part of the stakes.
Well, we'll decide. Well, it'll be.
Okay.
We'll have to mutually decide. I won't get to. This is going to be great.
I'm glad Igor's on board
What
with it.
don't you want a cock and bush?
I've never had one.
Well, you can.
Wait,
make
what's
one.
is it a dessert or is it a
Dessert?
Ooh.
It's profiteroles with, so you have to make all the profiteroles. Then you have to make custard and pipe them in custard. Then you have to make toffee.
I love custard.
You have to make toffee and you have to stack them in a pyramid.
And you're going to supply the ingredients?
We'll halvesy. We'll go halvesy on them.
No, like, I'll pay for them. Can you just go get them for me?
Okay, yes. I will buy you what you need.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Yes. And maybe I throw in a few secret ingredients
Oh,
to
no.
throw you off.
Am I doing this without a recipe?
No, you get a recipe.
Okay. Thank the Lord. Like, we're not ready for that quiz show yet. Okay.
Imagine you trying to make profiteroles without a recipe.
I haven't cooked in like over a
Imagine
year.
you making custard without a recipe. I think you would
Just because of our life arrangements, I've stopped cooking for like a year now.
How did that end up happening?
Because I've done the other things.
Yeah, that's true. You clean up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so I've forgotten all my cooking
Played
skills.
up type stream where you feed it to your friends after you've cooked it. I think we should do it where the chat can add ingredients. And like you have to somehow
More
you
paprika.
have to somehow get incorporated.
More
into the-
cayenne
I think
pepper.
that would be fun. I kind of don't throw this on purpose because you want to do it.
Well, it's intimidating. And then I have to figure out the logistics of getting these cameras into the...
Yes.
And then getting one hanging above. It'd be fun. And then I
don't-
could show Brad how to do it. And then Brad could probably come over and just cook in our kitchen.
Don't lose the quiz.
Okay, so we're going to do a YouTube video
Yeah.
in Dota called My Girlfriend Plays Dota.
No.
Get millions of views, become
Millions
Dota
of
famous
views,
for
yeah.
not playing Dota well.
Yeah.
And...
Is it literally like you tell me nothing and I'm just in the game?
No, I can
You're there with me, but I get no prior knowledge.
I can help you out if you want.
Okay.
I thought I was going to be your coach,
Oh yeah.
which isn't great.
Can't we like stream Igor in like when it's like we yeah. I
If you
phone a
get
friend.
every question right, we'll ask Igor in.
All right.
Okay, are we?
All right. We have to tell them what the layout of the show is. They don't know we made this up.
Okay, lay it out.
All right. The stuff is the quiz is called Hard Stuff, where we get stuffed.
Hard.
That was like what we started with the
Yeah.
name, and then we worked backwards from that. But I don't know if people in Australia, if you ever watched Hard Quiz, that's what it's sort of inspired by. It's where you have a special
Inspired but
topic.
not related to.
Yeah, it's different.
No
Right.
association, all rights reserved.
Well, you have a special topic, but what's different is that, you know, in Hard Quiz, they have a team of researchers that come up with the questions. We just had to come up with...
I did this 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, we did it like an hour ago. So there are 4 low-level knowledge questions.
Uh-huh.
There's 1 correction question, so where you make a statement and there's something wrong in the statement and the person has to figure out what's wrong. There's a question where you have to rank something. Did you forget to do the correction question?
No, you just said it out of order. It was rank then correct.
Oh, I got mine around the wrong way.
Oh.
Okay. I'll
I'm nervous. I also wrote this in like terrible pencil that's really thick and hard to read.
printed mine off. All right, there's a ranking question. So 4 low-level knowledge questions. What we would consider low-level knowledge. Right.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Exactly. A ranking question. So you have to rank something in some way, in order of something.
Do you have to give them the things to rank?
Yes.
Okay. Well, might be easy then.
There's the correction question. There's 2 general knowledge questions. Just to throw out there, just that.
Are they multiple choice?
Mine were, but you said yours weren't.
Mine weren't.
So I will just get rid of the multiple choices on mine.
Okay.
Okay. And then there's 4 extra hard questions.
I feel like my first 4, like one of them is super hard, and I feel like over here, one of them is super hard.
And then at the end, if for some reason there's tie and I haven't absolutely run away with this,
We have a quiz quos,
with a quiz quos,
and
where I ask you about my specialist topic and you ask me
Yeah.
about your specialist topic. So we quiz quos back around the other way. Hope that all makes sense.
yeah,
It's time to do hard stuff.
hard stuff.
It's time to stuff hard.
Okay, so the
Who's
steak
going
we haven't shaken.
Oh, we haven't shooken.
We haven't
Shooken.
shooketh.
All right. Cooking stream versus Dota.
Back it up.
What? Back it up.
We could hang on and put it through.
No.
There you go, and then
I do.
Oh,
Very good. Oh, very good. It took us
Very good. Okay.
Jeopardy music.
So-
yeah, we want to up the production value on this.
Production value is low in
Yeah.
this is the pilot episode.
Yeah.
We'll do a HQ higher budget later.
Yeah. Are
Um,
you going to
Okay.
start? Or am I going to start?
I think we're gonna do one back.
Yeah, we're doing back and forth.
I haven't been on a quiz show before, Close. I'm a little
No, this is
nervous.
my first time on a quiz show.
I know.
I like how we're both hosts and contestants at the same time. There's 2 hosts and 2 contestants. So,
So-
makes it fun.
If you win,
Mhm.
I have to do a cooking stream
Yes.
of what was it?
A quockenbush.
A quockenbush. A quockenbush.
A quockenbush.
A quokka and bush. Is that what you said? That's
Well,
genius.
it's-
A quockenbush.
It's spelled with a C, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Quockenbush.
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 Quockenbush. Okay.
Quockenbush. You have to make a quockenbush. on stream.
Quockenbush. That's a great idea, actually. I'm sold now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a disaster.
It's gonna be an absolute disaster. It's gonna take you 3 hours. You're gonna stream for like 3 to 4 hours.
It'll be 1 a.m. Quockenbush.
Quockenbushing.
Midnight Quockenbush. And so if I win, we have to record a Dota
Yeah.
2 YouTube video.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
Called My Girlfriend Plays Dota.
And for those of you who don't know, I absolutely loathe Dota, and I vowed to never play it, so I ain't losing.
She has vowed you're gonna break that vow.
I'll never lose in this quiz.
You're breaking that. Oh god, I'm so nervous. Don't want to do a Quockenbush.
You want to make a quockenbush?
All right. Who's going? Should we flip for it?
Flip for it. Do you have a coin?
Or the next person in chat decides.
Yeah.
Who
next
goes
person
first?
who jumps in chat and says who goes first.
Who asks first or answers
Who
first?
asks first?
Okay, who asks first,
Who gets
folks?
to ask first?
Mainly Igor, if Igor is still present.
And then in the chat, obviously, if you know the answer, don't say the answer.
I guess you could say the answer, but don't say it immediately.
Don't say it immediately.
Or
And we'll just try not to look.
just don't
until
look,
the
and they can say
until
the answer.
question's done. Yeah.
Chloe
Chloe
asks first.
All right, I won this. Ooh. Welcome to Hard Stuff, the game where you stuff hard.
Oh, it's great to be here, Chloe. Thank you for having me.
I didn't ask you how you're doing. How you going today, Harrison Lynch?
You just exposed my full name.
I did.
No one ever knew my name was Harrison.
It's Harry Lynch.
Yep, Harry Lynch.
Harry Lynch.
Yep.
Yeah. How you going?
It's a little bit hot.
It is hard.
There's a bit of an icy wind as well. It kind of weirds things up.
All right.
It's good to be here.
Are you ready?
I'm ready to record some Dota later.
You wish. All right. Question
right.
number 1.
What's the question topic?
Lord of the Rings.
All right.
Yes. So you've elected that your specialist topic is Lord of the Rings.
Apparently,
Is
yes.
that correct?
Yes.
All right.
Not my finest subject, but I thought it would make more sense.
And we're going to start the game off with 4 low-level knowledge questions.
Okay.
Simple stuff. If you are the expert that you claim to be,
I don't claim to be an expert. No.
these should be
Enthusiast.
Right. Okay. Question number 1.
Okay.
Which famous TV talk show host appeared as a cameo in The Desolation of Smaug?
Stephen Colbert.
Oh, we got it. Sorry, we're going to keep track. I need to tick.
Can
I need to tick.
He was in the river. He was in Lake Town,
Very good.
and he turned and went, rah! And that was it.
That was the
That was it.
cameo. I thought you might know that because I know you like Stephen Colbert. All right, you get a tick.
All right, there you go.
1 point.
Okay.
For Harry.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, Chloe. Welcome to Hard Stuff, Chloe.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Yeah, how have you been?
Oh, wonderful.
Okay. Are you ready for a Pride and Prejudice Hard Stuff quiz?
That is my expert topic.
Okay. I have no idea if this is too hard or not. Okay. Mr. Bennett, owner of Longbourn Estate.
Longbourn?
Longbourn Estate.
Yeah.
Well, there's no O in there.
Yeah, I know.
Lived in what shire?
Hertfordshire. Hertfordshire. It's spelled H-E-R-T, but it's
Correct.
Hertfordshire. Thank you.
Correct.
Give me that tick.
Okay.
Tied up.
Well, I thought that was going to be a doozy. Okay.
You thought you were coming out strong?
I did.
I corrected the pronunciation at the same time while we did that. Longbourn. Look at this amateur over here asking the questions. Doesn't even even know it's Longbourn.
I'm not gonna laugh. You're gonna get everything correct.
I don't think so.
All right.
All right. Are you ready? Question number 2. What was Mary's original name in an earlier draft of the books?
That's so hard.
To me, it seemed easy. Mary's one of the hobbits, right?
So, I can't ask questions, can I?
Well, I mean, I won't know the answer, but you can.
Because there's some nonsense.
That's so hard.
Yeah, what the fuck? So,
I thought it was general knowledge.
what?
I don't know.
So there is like some bullshit originally where Aragon used to be a hobbit. Yeah, Aragon was originally a hobbit that guided them from the Shire to Bree and then to Rivendell, and then he just went off, and then eventually Tolkien finished the rest of the story, and it was like, oh, we should have a like king, and then he turned that hobbit into a ranger, and then came along with him.
That would have been great if that had been one of my questions.
It would have been great, yeah. Merioc. Is this going to be something stupid like Berry or something?
Instead of Mary, it was Berry.
Yeah.
I thought this was common knowledge. Oh, you got a clue there. I'll give it to
Is
you.
it just Mary's full name?
I don't know what his full name is. Tell me what his full name is, and I'll tell you if that's the answer.
It's like the hardest full name. It's like Merioc Brandy Buck. I don't know.
That your final answer.
Sure.
What was the first name?
Merioc? I don't know.
His name was Marmaduke Brandybuck. So you got Brandybuck, but unfortunately I need the full name.
Marmaduke? What?
Cross.
That deserved to be in the tier 2 questions.
1 point.
Can I have half a point for Brandy Buck?
There's no half points in this game.
Brutal. Marmaduke
Marmaduke.
would have been...
Marmaduke.
You're telling me Marmaduke
Brandybuck.
would have helped slaying the Witch King?
Apparently so.
Well, now I know. Okay. Yeah, Igor's with me. That was fuck.
Well, that's the thing about when you get someone who doesn't know what they're about the expert topic to write the questions.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. This is not high tier. Okay. This was, I was hoping, would be the
next
easy
two
one.
are easy.
Okay. Yeah. What is Mr. Bingley's full name?
Is it including middle name?
What's his full name?
It's Charles James Bingley? I don't know if he has a middle name.
Oh, what's your answer?
Is it Charles Lee Bingley? A place in Harry Potter. I don't know. So, but you have to tell me if he has a middle name, because otherwise I'm going down a path that I don't know.
Well, I went down a previous path with names.
I feel like it's James. Charles James Bingley. You've frustrated me with this one.
Simple frustrations. Pleasure of mine.
I'm going to go James because that was a pretty basic bitch name back in the day. Like half of the people had James as a name.
My middle name is James.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. I'm going to go. But then that's not fair if I add a middle name and there wasn't one and I get Charles Bingley right, do I still get the point?
No.
What?
No, I'm asking you, what is Mr. Bingley's full name?
But I don't think she gives him his full name in the book, so that's probably a movie thing. I'm going to say Charles James Bingley.
Controversial. Dissing James everywhere. Indeed. It's just Charles Bingley.
That is not fair. That is not fair because you implied in the question that there was an extra name that wasn't there. And I initially...
It's a trick question.
No, but we said that's not meant to be an trick. I said he doesn't have a middle name and I just said Charles Bingley.
Let's just double check that he doesn't have...
Yeah, that is the sneakiest thing I've ever seen. I would not expect this level.
You did the same thing to Harry.
No clarification on names. He didn't ask. He didn't ask if there was a middle name. I would have told you. I would have been like, there's no middle name. Just first name, last name. I would have
think
told you that.
this is a learning experience for us both.
Oh, but I
And-
got it right. I said his name.
I don't think so.
If I lose by 1 point, I'm
won't.
coming for you.
You won't. You
I
won't.
knew his name.
Uh-huh. Not his full name.
Well, you're about to Google just to make sure he doesn't have a middle name.
We can't Google now. We've got the things written down.
Igor, don't you want to see him make... Doesn't everyone have a middle name?
No, my dad doesn't have a middle name.
I'm very frustrated at that turn of events.
Well, yeah. All right.
This is
All
where
right.
I unlock my super hard question.
Lovely to see you, Donga Man. We're doing a hard off. Hard stuff. In which Chloe asks me trivia questions about Lord of the Rings, and I ask her questions about Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, nice. A hard one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we picked our expert subjects.
Uh-huh. And if Chloe loses, she has to play Dota. And if I lose,
I'm so mad at you about that. I still haven't let it go.
I have to do a cooking stream of cock and bush.
My opinion of you has changed after that.
Is that shame from getting that question wrong? Is that why?
Because I knew it was just Charles Bigley, but the way you wrote the question
And
implied
you
there was a
knew
middle
that
name,
there wasn't a
and
middle
I
name.
clarified, and you wouldn't.
No,
You
no
wouldn't give
hints.
me any clarification.
No hints.
All right, no hints then. I was
Yeah,
gonna be.
you
nice.
didn't give me any hints.
You didn't ask for any hints. You didn't ask me.
Because I didn't want it to be that kind of show.
Moving on.
Okay.
Line in the sand.
There is a line over
I've
here.
let it go.
Have you?
I'm not losing this quiz.
He came under pressure and made up a name. James Bingley.
Now I feel like these next two questions are too easy, and I wish I could change them.
You can't. Well, if any kind of consolidation, I think you're going to get every single one except for the last question.
What other famous actor is Elijah Wood famously mistaken for? I had a little clue in there that was going to help you figure it out. I omitted that.
You removed the clue.
I removed the clue. That's the kind of game we play in, apparently.
Can you repeat the question?
What other famous actor is Elijah Woods often mistaken for? Famously mistaken for.
Well, there is no one called Elijah Woods. It's just Wood.
Elijah Wood?
Yeah.
I'll cross
Is it? Is it Elijah Wood or Elijah Woods?
This isn't the correction question, Harry. We're already getting nasty. There's high stakes.
Oh, is it? Wait, is that his name?
A lot of name-based questions. In
Or have I just made that up? Is it Toby Maguire?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
It's Daniel Radcliffe.
What?
Him and Harry Potter. They were like fantasy series came out at the same time period. And they were always mistaken for one another. And they always talk about it in interviews with one another.
Maybe by muggles.
The clue was what other famous fantasy series actor. I gave you a little clue, but I got rid of that. Oh,
I was thinking of the large eyes
see where
of
you're coming
Toby
from,
Maguire.
yeah.
Yeah.
I see where you come. I do see the resemblance.
Daniel Radcliffe, yeah.
They sign each other's autographs. Yeah. It's actually Daniel Jacob Radcliffe. Bloody middle name.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So what's the score? 1-1?
1-1.
All right. It's going to be like 2-1 by the end of this.
Let's pray.
You've got this.
Okay.
You've got
I hope
this.
so. Now I'm doubting all my knowledge of.
How many volumes are there for the novel Pride and Prejudice?
It's just one. Do you mean volumes in chapters?
Volumes. How many
As in-
volumes were
but you-
there
but-
in the original?
But you
Novel.
define volumes as separate books?
Yes.
There's just one.
In the original.
There's just one. You're making me doubt everything I've ever known.
You're looking at one?
Well, I know there's different like sections in the book. There's like 3 sections.
I'm classifying them as volumes.
You're getting me all caught up in pedantics. I just wanted Pride and Prejudice questions.
I thought this was how many volumes was in the original Pride and Prejudice?
But it's always just one book. It was though, wasn't it? we said we were allowed to do like adjacent to the topic.
I didn't
We
really do that. I think I did that once later on.
Yeah, we clarified that.
Okay.
If it's 1 and you've now tricked me into thinking there's more when there's
I've just got all trick questions.
That's not fair. I know Pride and Prejudice.
You're playing daughter, Missy.
You bastard. Okay, so you define it. You're defining volumes as so when the first edition came out, how many books it came out in.
I've said too much.
You have to clarify the question.
Volumes. If you don't know what a volume is, then
1. Lock it in.
Is that your final answer? It's locked in.
Locked in.
Incorrect.
What was it?
3.
That's what I said! Because they just packaged them together! But originally, she didn't have 3 separate books. It was packaged together. There's 3 major chapters, like sections, but it's all together. I don't buy... But I've only ever bought the modern day books. I'm gonna lose. Fuck off.
Your turn.
I'm very upset. I said 3. I knew it was 3. But then I was like, trust your gut and go 3. But then I trusted my gut and then I didn't.
Your gut is wrong and your gut knows that Dota is coming. Do you think Chloe's more of a position 4 or 5?
I don't even know what that is. This is going to be a scolding quiz. Not hard. Yeah, this is like the not hard.
Welcome to the boil off.
Moving on.
Okay.
Question 4, last in the your question.
Oh boy.
Low level no questions. What is the only phrase shared between 2 female characters in the Lord of the Rings original trilogy directed by Peter Jackson?
What's the question again?
What is the only phrase shared between 2 female characters in the Lord of the Rings original trilogy?
Phrase?
The only thing that is spoken between 2 female characters.
Well, there's 2 things said.
What is it?
Where's Mummy?
It's actually, where's Mama?
No!
And I'm not going to give it to you.
No!
Because there's literally only 3 words you had to remember, and you got one of them wrong.
I accept that.
Okay.
Where's Mama?
Where's Mama?
Ah.
Where's Mama?
I thought you were going to say, where's Mother? Ah, brutal.
Where's Mama?
Brutal.
The
Far
only
out.
thing said between 2 female
Damn it.
characters in the entire trilogy.
Damn it.
No, we got it wrong. You got the
Okay.
word wrong.
All right. Welcome to the fray, PM.
And if it had been a longer phrase, I would have allowed you.
But there was
some
only
leeway.
3. Yeah.
But there was
said-
technically only 2 words.
Well, that's 2 phrases though.
Yeah.
You said what phrase, but there's actually 2 phrases.
Well,
What's a phrase?
what's a volume?
Fair enough. Okay. All right. For those just.
I gave you a tick when it was across.
Oh, you better leave it there.
All right. Well, it's currently 1-1. I thought we'd be doing better.
I didn't. I thought you'd be doing better.
I thought I would be doing better too. I'm very humbled right
Would you
now.
like to summarize what's happening for people just joining?
We're playing hard stuff.
We're playing hard stuff. And what does that mean?
We each have an expert topic, and the other person wrote questions about that expert topic when they are themselves not an expert.
And then whoever wins,
If I win, you have to do make a crockenbush on stream.
a quackenbush.
A crockenbush.
And then
And if you win, I have to play a game of Dota, and I do not. That if you're wondering oh, is Chloe this competitive in real life? No, 100% not. I'm only this competitive because I, under no circumstances, will play Dota.
In either scenario, it has worked for me. I either have to edit a Dota video or I have to...
Craft me a quockenbush.
Do I get to eat the quockenbush?
Of course.
Or do you have to?
We both have to eat it. I don't really like custard, though, but...
I see. So it's a punishment for you either way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm asking you question 4. Question 4?
Mm-hmm. No, one of the questions I made up myself. I didn't Google
I
them.
loosely made them.
Yeah.
And then I was just like,
Some of them I
what's
Googled.
this?
Some of them I Googled because I don't know anything about Lord of the Rings.
Okay. What,
Last question in the easy question round.
what is Lady Catherine to Mr. Collins?
She is his patron.
That is your...
Mhm.
Okay.
He is her he runs her parsonage. He's her priest. She is his patron.
Final answer?
Patroness.
Final answer?
Yes. I feel like it's so tense in this room. The stakes are so high. What are you? That wasn't a cross or an X. that was like 8 lines.
I need to Google something. Because I didn't write down the answer.
The answer down.
I didn't write the answer.
When you dramatically gave me a tick or a cross, you didn't actually do anything because you didn't know the answer.
No, you got the answer wrong.
What? There's no bloody way. He's like my noble patroness, Lady Catherine de Bourgh. He's her rector. He's his patron. She paid for him to
Okay.
live in the house.
All right. Hang on.
She gives him a salary to be the priest.
Yes. It's just you didn't use the word that was used in the book or where I was looking, that's all.
Igor says I got it right.
You got it right. But the word I was looking for
What were you
was
looking she's always described as his patron.
right.
Patron, my noble patroness.
I'm looking like a
Stakes are
fool.
high.
I'm looking like a fool.
A fool.
Why didn't I write it down?
Why didn't you write it down? I printed all mine off and I bolded the answers. Coming up next, the ranking.
Okay.
Ranked.
I can't remember the word, but I didn't write it down.
So
It was a longer word. I can't even remember it.
Okay.
Let's not bother. But you got it right.
all right, thank you very much.
It was just a synonym.
A synonym of patroness.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, so it's 2-1 to you.
I don't feel confident. My gosh. All right. Me next?
I think
We've
playing the game of
moved
Dota
on.
is much easier. It's true. You just have to sit there
No,
for
no, it's how much I don't want to do it.
right.
But how much I would never have done this under any other
Whereas I've never had a quockenbush.
I think you're gonna struggle. A quockenbush.
I haven't cooked in ages.
I think it'll be fun.
Okay.
All right. We've moved on to the ranking portion of the Please rank the following Lord of the Rings characters by age, from oldest to youngest.
From oldest to youngest.
Yeah, you can write them
Okay.
down to make it easier.
I don't have any space to write them down.
You can use the back of my previous
Okay.
question. So rank the following Lord of the Rings characters by age, from oldest to youngest.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Arwen.
Okay.
Okay. Uru.
Can you spell that for me?
I will. E-R-U.
E
Mhm.
R U.
Uru.
Okay.
Boromir.
Uh-huh.
Gollum.
Uh-huh.
Galadriel.
Uh-huh.
I feel like you're gonna ace this.
I hope so.
Gimli.
How many you doing?
You didn't say how many I couldn't do.
How many? I run out of room.
Legolas. And there's a little asterisk on Legolas.
Why?
If you get it wrong, I will still give you the point. So put a little asterisk on him.
Why?
Well, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Bilbo.
You're still going.
There's only one more after this. Frodo. It's worth 1 point.
Okay.
This is our trial run. So now we've learned that there are more parameters.
No!
Why? Depending on how bad you do, I might give you some leeway. Like if you get one of them wrong, or like two of them are just in the wrong spot.
Fudge.
Fudge.
There's one
I'll read
area.
them out again while you're thinking.
No, I've got them all.
I'm
I'll
gonna
show
read
you
them to
for
the
them.
audience.
Yeah.
Arwen. Ivu. Ivu. E-R-U.
You're saying uwu.
Boromir, Gollum, Galadriel, Gimli, Legolas, and he has a little asterisk on it. Bilbo, Frodo.
Yeah, what point in the book's Chloe? What point in time?
Yeah. Do they go over more than 1 year? The books?
I don't know how to answer that.
I'm basing it off of Google. Google told me how old they were.
Oh,
And like I said, if you just have a couple around the wrong way, I might still give it to you. It's a personal judgment,
Okay.
and I'll be fair.
All I'll say is my version of this is much easier. Like, so easy.
I'm sorry. I thought I couldn't think
This
of
is
how
fun.
to rank them. It's a challenge.
Fudge.
And we can that we have some fact checkers.
We have...
Rank the Bennett girls from oldest to younger. I mean, it's the same as my question.
That is literally my question.
How could you do that?
I wanted to keep it easy.
I thought I was trying to think what would the judge rules college. I was thinking, what was he gonna do for ranking? I thought maybe you'd rank them from like who has the most money to like most to least money.
I had 5 minutes.
True. Well, this is a lack of preparation.
How many were there? 1, 2, 3,
9.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who have I missed? Ah, Galadriel.
I'll say because yours only has 4.
Yeah.
If you get 4 in a row right, I'll ignore the other ones.
Mine's 5.
5. Oh yeah. So if you get 5 in a row right. So if you want to pick, I will allow you. We'll see how you go, and then
Okay.
I might give you like,
All right.
okay, now just take 5 of them and try and rank the 5.
All right. There's claims in the chat though.
I know we're ignoring them
Okay.
because we wrote the show. And
Okay,
we
that's
do
true.
We do what we
You don't
want.
see them hosting a hard stuff.
It's your own hard stuff. Well, franchise hard stuff.
Okay. So,
Okay, I've got it.
some things I'm a little confused about
Yeah.
is the line of Boromir, because
Okay.
Denethor is bloody old for a human because he's part Numenorian
Okay.
and they age longer.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff confused me.
Mhm.
So I have no idea how old Boromir actually is.
Right.
But even though he's just a human, but still he's less than 100, obviously.
Okay.
Okay. I've got.
Who's oldest?
Are we going oldest first?
Yeah.
Eru,
Okay.
Galadriel,
Okay.
Arwen,
Okay.
Legolas,
Okay.
Gollum,
Okay.
Gimli,
Okay.
Bilbo,
Okay.
Boromir, Frodo.
That your final answer.
Yeah.
According to Google,
Oh no.
it is Uru,
Mm-hmm.
Galadriel,
Uh-huh.
Legolas.
Ah!
Legolas has an asterisk because he actually does not have a defined age in the books. They gave him an age in the movies.
Okay.
So think of that. Arwen,
Mm-hmm.
Gollum,
Mm-hmm.
Gimli,
Mm-hmm.
Bilbo,
Mm-hmm.
Frodo,
Fuck!
Boromir. So I'll give Legolas is gone. We won't count Legolas. However, because you did so well, the fact that you messed up Frodo and Boromir, I'm not going to give you the point.
Do I have to repeat that?
They were the two youngest, and you mixed them up. So I feel like even if I had halved all of the names, if I'd only given you
I put Boromir above Frodo because of...
If I'd only
the
given
damn
you 5
bloodline.
names, you still would have mixed up Frodo and Boromir. So I was gonna give it to you if some of the funky ones you got mixed up, But if I had kept Frodo and Boromir, you still would have messed them up. Which I did on purpose because I thought you would think Boromir was older than Frodo. I was surprised that Boromir was younger than Frodo.
Well, originally I had Boromir as the youngest, but then because he was part Numenorean, I was like, oh, he was a bit older. And then it's like, I know Frodo's like 50.
Yeah, Boromir is apparently 41.
Ah!
And Frodo is 51.
Yeah. What happened to 5 in a row?
Well, he did too well. He did better than I expected. So I was going to be lenient if it was a complete wash, but you actually did quite well.
I had fun with that. I'd love more like that.
That was a good one.
Um,
Those of you who disagree,
all right, brutal.
I don't care.
You have abandoned your honor.
Well, apparently you
Just
said
don't say promise.
at the start of it, you said no hints. I was going to be nice. And then I was like, you know what? Harry said from the start, trick questions, no hints. You set the precedent.
All right.
You sucked all the goodwill.
Rank the age of the sisters from oldest to youngest.
The 5 sisters?
Uh-huh.
I don't know why you thought at any stage I wouldn't be able to do that.
You're teeing yourself right up for
Do I have to
embarrassment.
give their full names?
Sure.
Jane Bennett is the oldest.
Uh-huh.
Elizabeth Bennet, also known as Lizzie Bennet, is the second oldest. Mary Bennet is the middle child. Catherine or Kitty Bennet is the second youngest.
Look at these eyes.
And Lydia Bennet is the youngest.
Is that your final
That
answer?
lock it in, Eddie.
Obviously, you got that right. And I think those questions were very evenly matched, I'd say.
And also, for those coming at me in the chat, he didn't get 5 in a row. He got Legolas wrong.
But there was an asterisk above him, so he's fluid. Fluid.
No.
All right. I don't care. All right, move on. Or what's the score?
I do not change the rules.
What's the score?
Oh, shit, what's the score? The rules are you got to get the question right. That's the only rules. You have got 1 point.
Got 1 point. Got 1. You've got 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, don't want to.
I don't want to make a quackenbush.
I want you to make a hawk and
Can I have half a point for that one and half a point for no mummy? Where's mummy?
If I start throwing out half points, the integrity of the game is lost. Okay, fine.
Okay.
You get a half a point for getting half of his name. I didn't get half a point for getting 2 out of 3 of his names.
All right,
Charles
fair enough.
Bingley's
We'll leave
name.
it. We'll leave it at 3-1.
I'll give you half a point for Where's Mama, and I'll give you half a point for ranking.
Okay.
Oh.
That's very honest. Very honourable.
you, thank
So
you.
it's 3-2 your
So
way.
you're on 2.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're back in it.
We're back
We're
in
back in it, boys.
Back in it, boys.
Okay.
And if at the end of the game you end up beating me, I'll take it. All right, we're up to the next round. Or the actually question. Where you correct the question.
Okay.
Giver.
And there's only one
Yes. You only
mistake.
did one? Yeah, there's one mistake.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Apart from a handful of minor characters, such as Rosie Cotton, there are few prominent female characters featured in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Only 3 named female characters feature prominently in the films: Galadriel, Arwen, and Eowyn. That's my fact. Something about it is wrong.
Okay.
I bet she already bought the ingredient. Would you like me to read it again?
Yes, I would.
Apart from a handful of minor characters, such as Rosie Cotton, there are few prominent female characters in Lord of the Rings. Only 3 named female characters feature prominently in the film: Galadriel, Arwen, and Eowyn. So ignore the minor characters like the little random hobbits, the people who don't have any major screen time. Ignore all of them. Think of focus on the main female protagonist.
So there's something wrong with what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you've got Arwen,
Mm-hmm.
you've got Eowyn,
Mm-hmm.
you've got Galadriel.
Mm-hmm. So try and identify what you think's wrong. first.
I was like, my instinct went, maybe there's another female character. Unless there's something to do with Rosie Cotton.
No, ignore that. That's just to tell you that ignore the minor ones. Don't get caught up on some random minor.
Can I hear the question one more time?
Apart from a handful of minor characters, there are few prominent female characters in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Only 3 named female characters feature prominently in the film: Galadriel, Arwen, and Eowyn.
True.
Is it stupid because it's difficult?
It's not. It's not to do with like you're saying trilogy instead of like.
No, it's
okay.
nothing little.
So
yeah, he just said, is the thing wrong that you said film instead of film? No.
So I'm gonna lead into what I assume you were trying to do, which is like there's another character, another main character,
Prominent character,
female character. Just thinking of the games. God.
I'll give you a clue that you are on the right track. There is a 4th.
There is a 4th. Okay. So you were missing a 4th character. You've basically given me the answer.
Except but you gotta tell me who it is.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna look at chat. So chat can feel free to type. I'm not gonna look. Okay. They start out there. They go there. They do a bit of that, and then they do there, and they go over there. Oh!
Really proud if you get this.
Shelob.
Yes!
Yes!
You get a point.
I was like, there's not. I was like, oh, and then I was like, Sauron. Has Sauron got something going on? Yes.
Good job. Shelob the spider, the giant spider, is also female.
Yep. I knew that.
Good job. So you're on 3.
Woo! That was a great question.
That was a great
question. Because I was just like thinking,
I may not have made it up myself.
That's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's okay.
I don't know enough about Lord of the Rings.
Daughter of Ungoliant.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, now you know.
Now I know. Better than the age ring.
Not really a main character, but I guess they're a main villain.
Yeah, just like as in they have a substantial amount of screen time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They did something in the story.
Yes. Somehow they progress the story forward. Or
Yeah. Yeah, all right, cool. All right.
Rosie Cotton does shit all.
She dances.
She dances.
And
if she didn't exist, nothing would change.
And if she didn't exist, what would Sam be fighting for?
That's true.
Okay. All right, you ready for this?
Frodo. I thought he was fighting for Frodo. I thought they had a thing.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Bingley's friend and wealthy owner of the family estate Pemberley in Derbyshire, rumoured to be worth over £10,000 a year.
That's your statement.
Yeah.
Well, is it that you pronounce Derbyshire wrong? I wasn't sure if that was just you pronouncing it wrong, like you pronounced Longbourn wrong, or if that was.
Yeah. I had nothing. And I just didn't even let you lock it in. All right, let's move on as quickly as possible, Chloe. All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You nailed it.
We've got 2 sections left. We've got the general knowledge questions and the extra hard questions. So just to show that, having expert knowledge in one finite subject does not prepare you for the world.
Oh, yeah.
It's important to have a wide berth of knowledge. So we have 2 general knowledge questions.
We do.
And also, if you turn out to not be an expert, perhaps you could get some extra points with these ones. And so I thought they were multiple choice. You thought they weren't multiple choice. So I gave multiple choices and you didn't.
Yeah.
So should I just remove my multiple choices?
Make it stupid hard.
Are yours stupid hard?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. According to epigenetics, what pattern would show up on a woman's skin if the gene for skin color was on the X chromosome?
Can you repeat the question?
According to epigenetics, what pattern would show up on a woman's skin if the gene for skin color was on the X chromosome?
What pattern
Mm-hmm.
would show up on the skin
Mm-hmm.
if they had the X chromosome?
If the gene for skin color was on the X chromosome,
What pattern?
what pattern would appear?
So
Specifically only on women. No, it's actually a fun fact. and I told him beforehand that both my general knowledge questions are things that I have spoken to him about in the past. So I've told him this fun fact before, and
Same.
he has chosen to forget it.
So you're not talking about color, you're talking about a pattern.
What pattern?
And blotches isn't. Circles.
You locking it in?
No.
Would you like the 4 multiple choices?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'll give you the 4.
But then I have to give you 4.
No, this is hard.
Okay. Mine's also hard.
This is no, it's actually a fun fact.
Okay. I'll take the 4.
There's a YouTube video about
Alright.
it. You take the 4?
Yeah.
Okay. A, spots.
Okay, that's what I was basically saying.
B, stripes. C, crosses. D, circles.
Spots and circles are different.
Circles is in like a donut.
A ring.
Yeah, like a ring.
So a circle.
I'll change it to rings.
A
That's what I meant.
circle, a ring, a cross, or a line.
Spot, a stripe, a cross, or a ring.
I mean, I was going to say spots, but now I'm kind of thinking ring.
Locking it in?
Yes.
It's stripes. So there's a very fun YouTube
Damn.
video called Why Women Are Stripy. And I told you about it
Okay.
and you forgot.
Okay. I had
Fun
no
fact.
memory of that.
So, fun fact, where we each have 2 sex chromosomes. Men have an X and a Y and women have a X and an X. In women, the cells have to pick which X chromosome becomes inactive and which one becomes active. For you, just all your X, you only have 1 X chromosome, so all of your X, they're all the same, active. For women, it's either the X chromosome from your mum is active or from your dad is active. And so when you have like your first 100 cells, they pick, okay, which one's going to be active. Then those cells divide and divide and divide. And you see it in calico cats.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be stripy because the fur color is on the X chromosome. But because our skin color isn't on the X chromosome, but we do have a stripy pattern of which cells
Oh, I remember this
were
now.
active from what parent
Okay.
originally.
All right. Well,
Yeah, fun fact.
are you ready for mine then?
Yeah, you don't get to pick. Yeah.
Are you
You're
ready for
just
mine?
whatever color your mum. If we were like cats, your skin color would be whatever skin color your mum is. But skin color in humans doesn't work that way. So you don't see the stripy patterns, but they're there. All right, I'm ready for yours.
Okay.
Okay. It's hot in here. It's the pressure.
It's the pressure of
Yeah.
losing.
I'm in the hot seat.
What is the smallest bird?
The smallest bird. Oh, I don't know its name. I think it's a type of hummingbird. Oh, no, I do know this. It's a dragonfly hummingbird. I'm going to lock that in.
Dragonfly hummingbird.
It's a hummingbird that's named after an insect, I'm pretty sure.
So it was general knowledge. So the answer that I've written here is just hummingbird.
Is it specifically a type of hummingbird?
Just hummingbird. So you get that?
I get it?
Yeah.
You'll give it to me?
Yeah.
Thank you. I thought you were going to be the specific type. It's not correct. A bee. See, I knew it was named after an insect.
It's a bee hummingbird.
A bee hummingbird.
Oh, yeah, we still got it.
I knew it was named after an insect. I just couldn't remember which one.
You said hummingbird. That's all I had written here. If I went more specific, if I had more time, I would have gone more specific. But
You're going to give it to me?
yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah.
I think the chat will rise.
Looks like Quackenbush is in your horizon, chat.
The chat's going to fucking rise.
Hey, they get Quackenbush, so what have they got to complain
It's
about?
a win-win. Chromosome pattern. It's not, I will admit it is not general knowledge, but Harry did know that and he forgot. So
Yes,
Harry
and
did know
it
that.
is now
I made
also
him-
forgotten.
I made him watch the video, I'm pretty sure, because
All
that
right,
was such
moving
a
on.
fun fact.
Move
Moving
on.
on. Okay. This is also something you should know.
Alright.
I feel like general knowledge is a bad label for it. It's knowledge that I would expect you
Random
to know.
knowledge.
It's knowledge I picked things that I would expect you to know.
I didn't do that for you.
Yes.
Mine's all bird related.
Both bird-related. Well, someone in the chat will be happy.
Okay.
Okay. According to the
Big
musical
birds. Yep.
According to the musical Hamilton
Oh boy.
and several biographies on Alexander Hamilton, what pet did Martha Washington name after him?
Dog.
You're locking it in?
Yeah.
Would you like the multiple choice?
No.
It was her tomcat, her stray cat.
I would have still locked in dog.
Well, dog wasn't one of the options. That's why. That's why I asked if you wanted the options.
God damn it.
Because I wanted to help give you a clue
Yeah.
that it wasn't a dog.
Yeah.
The options were her talking parrot.
Can we get back to Lord of the Rings?
That's after general knowledge. So you have to ask me one more general knowledge
right.
question.
All right. You ready?
Yeah, she did not do that. But according to several biographies and the musical, that's what happened. And Harry came with me and watched the musical. So
Okay. Nope, that's the wrong question. What is the heaviest bird?
the heaviest bird.
Not largest, not biggest.
Not largest,
The
not biggest.
heaviest bird.
Is it density per mass? So like it could be a kiwi because they're just dense. It's like literally weight of the bird. Okay. Interesting.
I don't know actually. Now that you say that, let me just double check.
Is it like is it a ratio of density per size of the bird? Because that changes, you know, what I'm thinking about. I bet you it's Big Bird. He did say heaviest, not densest. It's true. I was just clarifying, and then he realized he didn't know.
Hang on.
Excuse me.
Getting all sorts of different results now.
Well, just go off of Google the bird that you wrote down as the answer, and then just go off of what that is, if it's just the heaviest overall. But I just meant, like, you know, you could have, like, maybe there's a really small bird that just weighs a lot more than other small birds, and so it could be the heaviest per its size, as in, like is it a scale? Or maybe I've just confused you.
Basically, I can't find the bird anymore that I had
Ooh.
Googled.
Living birds or extinct birds? You can't find the bird anymore?
Okay. We're rephrasing the question.
Okay, rephrase the question. I'm glad I sought clarification.
Okay. I don't think you'll get this.
I can accept that.
What is the heaviest bird to ever exist?
Okay, the heaviest bird to ever exist. So that prehistoric, I'm guessing it's some sort of dinosaur. There used to be a giant emu. There's like megafauna in Australia. There used to be like giant wombats, giant. I don't know their names though. Oh, there's auto mod saying that you might find a fence to that word bastard.
Yeah, bastard.
You bastard.
I gotta throw some back. I gotta throw some back.
You know, I did work at a preschool, and there was a lot of 5-year-olds with a very vast knowledge of dinosaurs, and they would tell me, and I would not remember. I'm gonna just because I don't know the name. It's some Australian megafauna emu. That's my guess. That's my
Okay.
guess.
It was the elephant bird.
Oh,
Apparently,
interesting. Was it from Australia?
I don't think so.
Ah, well,
Okay.
I didn't stand a chance.
All right.
I like how your general knowledge was birds only. Specifically birds.
All right. Disaster that was.
Can't get them all.
General knowledge will be fixed up next time, folks.
All right, moving on to the final round. And if for some reason there's a tiebreaker, we have a tiebreaker.
What's the score?
You are on 3.
You're on 5.
Okay. So you could still win it.
I don't think so.
You could still
I
win
think
it.
I'm making Quack and Bush. Quack and Bush.
Yeah, because he rephrased the question to the heaviest bird that ever existed. Yeah, because he realized that it had died.
No, there's a lot of other thoughts that happened there. No, it wasn't that simple.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Extra hard.
Okay. Well,
Expert knowledge, Lord of the Rings questions. Are you ready?
mine are not extra hard, by the way.
That's on you.
Yep.
You should have given yourself more time to research.
Yep. All right, go on.
But okay. In what year did
Ah,
Sauron return to Dol Guldur?
Dol Guldur?
Guldur after hiding? I will give you
I don't
plus
know.
or minus 10 years.
I don't know the years. I
In
just
what
don't know the
year?
years.
Take a stab. In what year
Can you tell me with 3 or 4 digits?
return to Dol Guldur?
Dol Guldur.
Dol Guldur.
Hello,
after
guys.
hiding.
It's me.
It's 4 digits.
4 digits.
I'll give you plus or minus 100. Because I'm nice.
1283.
Oh, so close.
What was it?
2,460.
I don't know dates. I don't know
Why,
dates in
extra
real life.
hard.
I don't know dates in fantasy
I'm sorry.
times.
That's the only date related one.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Dates
thought I
are
would throw.
brutal.
I was like, I'm going to throw one number out.
I have
of course.
Ah, yes, of course. The year 2460, a beautiful year in the second age of.
Actually, that's still part of the first stage. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
That's the
Okay.
only number based one.
All right, are you ready?
What if I can't get them? What if they're actually?
Oh, you'll probably get it.
Okay.
What is wrong with me? I haven't written down the answer. But I do remember it. I do remember this one. Which is the place to get husbands?
Bath.
What?
What is?
Which is the place to get husbands?
Which is the place to get husbands? Which is not where?
Which is the place to get husbands?
Which is the place to get husbands? Is it said by Lydia? I gave you some leeway.
I don't know who it's said by.
Which is? But you said you didn't write down the answers.
I know, I remember it though.
Okay. Which is the place?
Which is the place to get husbands?
It would help if I knew who said it. I know Lydia says to Elizabeth.
Oh, I didn't expect this one to be a bit hard.
She said, "If you'd come to Bath, I could have gotten you all husbands. Bath is the place to get husbands, because that's where she got her husband." And then Elizabeth is like, "I don't quite like your way of getting husbands," and it was like a real subtle burn that went over Lydia's head. I'm just gonna say Bath. That's
Okay. Is that your final?
yeah. That's the only place I can think of where they talk of getting husbands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Locking it in.
Locking in
What
Bath.
was the answer?
Bath.
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 Okay, that's locked in.
Locked in.
What is Bath?
It's a place
Where?
in England where you get husbands.
The answer I have written here is Brighton.
Oh, it's Brighton!
Yes!
That's right! They go to Brighton, not Bath. Oh, Brighton. How did I get that wrong? They go to Brighton. Fuck.
That's a dumb
I think
shame.
Bath was the more popular at the time. Or maybe Brighton.
Igor is hardcore judging you.
Yeah, no, I don't know how I got that wrong. Yeah, Brighton.
Okay, I'm glad I got that one in on you.
Husband.
I'm glad I got that one in on you.
Good
Wait, so
good
what's
job.
the score? It's still 5-3.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So I need to get both these right.
Yeah, that was good. But that was like, I'll admit that was my own fault. That was my own folly. Brighton.
Bring it on, Chloe.
Fucking Brighton. All right.
I've lost, guys. Final question. We're 5 points, so anybody can win.
Why did Christopher Tolkien, Tolkien's son, refuse to meet with Peter Jackson? And you don't have to do it word for word. As long as you get along the lines, I will give it to you. So why did Tolkien's son refuse to meet with Peter Jackson? Peter Jackson asked.
Yep.
And they refused.
Was this during the movie or just at some point? I'm just going to say he didn't like the movies.
Can you clarify what is about the movies he didn't like? Because that's not
He
hard.
thought they branched too far from his father's work.
Anything more specific?
They were inaccurate. Just like my answer.
What? Think, what is it about the direction of the movies specifically that they didn't like? Because I think the fact, branch, that's all general. Like, you could say that about any movie book adaptation. So what specifically was it about the movies that he didn't like that he did?
Okay, so you're telling
You're
me
on the right path, but
you're telling me I'm right, but I need to narrow it down.
I think a little bit more of a stab.
Was
in
it
the
something
dark.
specific with the plot?
No, it was general, but it's like a general. It's a point that he had a problem with.
Is it to do with something specific in the movies?
No,
No,
it's about in the movies in general. But it's more than just like I didn't like them and they
Is it
weren't
to do with
accurate.
a character not being included?
No,
Appreciate the hints.
I'm being bullied in the chat, so I'm being more kind.
Yes, Chad. No.
No, Tolkien would have
bullying.
approved of that.
Or bullying women.
No, yes, and also the lack of racial diversity. Sorry, not sorry. Harry knows that I don't like Tolkien, and that's why all my questions are like bagging on this
Wait, so
lack of women.
it's not to do with the plot?
No,
Is it to do with he was sick?
No.
Okay, I'll have one more crack.
Okay.
I don't understand. Oh, he didn't want to go to New Zealand?
that would be funny, and it might be true, but it's not. I don't know if he shared that.
He didn't like him.
Okay.
No, just to give me. I don't know.
Okay.
How can it be not to do with the plot?
It's more like the directorial choices that he chose.
To do with the plot?
No.
What, the cinematography? He didn't like how Peter Jackson wore his glasses. Final
Right.
answer, lock it in.
Incorrect.
Okay, what is that?
The direct quote, they eviscerated the books by making it into an action movie for young people aged 15 to 25. So he didn't like the level of action that was inserted into the plot. He thought that his father's work was more subtle and like beautiful and detailed, and that Peter Jackson ignored that and just made it an action.
That's an interesting take. Cool.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Interesting fun
I'll-
fact
I'll
that we've
cop
all
that.
learned. We've all learned a fun fact.
Percy
today.
Jackson. Is that what I said?
Percy, I thought you said Percy Jackson. Maybe I did.
Percy Jackson does wear his glasses. Funny.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Maiko.
All right, Brighton. Fuck now.
What year was the book written?
It was written. Oh shit! It's either 1813 or 1815. I don't know why those two numbers are stuck in my head.
It's You've made your own multiple choice.
Yeah, your answer wasn't too far off. I just didn't draw attention to it because I didn't want Harry to get the clue. I did see it though, and I was like,
Too
"Ooh."
gory.
I was
Yeah.
like, wink in my head. I'm gonna say 1815.
Final answer.
Final answer.
It was 1813.
Ah, robbed. Absolutely robbed.
Okay.
I was so close though.
So you've got 2 questions for me still.
Yeah,
I need to get them both right,
yeah.
and you get these both wrong,
Okay.
and then we go to tiebreak.
And then we go
Sounds
to
like a
tiebreaker,
deal.
which is
All right.
exciting. Well, that's
Let's make that
that's
happen.
not a deal. That's
Let's make
just
it
the fact. That's just...
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I'm really annoyed about that one. I hate it when it's like I know them, but I just sometimes my brain just inserts
800 BC along
because I
Beowulf.
think 1815 was like considered. I think the period that they don't know when Pride and Prejudice was set, but they hypothesize it's between this time period because that's when the Napoleonic Wars were on, and they talk about that in the book, but they never actually set a date in the book.
Right.
So I think 1815 was like when the war ended. So that was like the last period of time that the book could have been set in. So that's probably why that number was floating around in my head.
Okay.
All right. You ready? 2 questions left. You got to get them both right.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What were the 3 names of the stone trolls Bilbo Baggins encountered in Trollshaw? Trollshaw.
Fred. Oh, hang on. Minus that.
Gotta get it right.
They're great. Great trolls.
Mm.
Bob. Burglar Robbie. Bob. Barry. I can't look at the chat.
I'm looking and I laughed. Do you feel like you know, like at one point you knew and you?
I know.
It's just not coming
100%.
to you?
Yeah, it's not coming to me.
Right.
It's not coming to me.
So it's not something
I love
so
that.
out of left.
No,
field.
it's a very good question.
Good.
They're great names, and they're basically like British funny thug names. It's like Bob, Fred, and George. Oh, George. Alan. Fred.
Craig.
Bob. It's not Bob. Can't be Bob. Mutton today, mutton tomorrow. Sure looks like mutton tomorrow.
About the mine goblin. I don't know who that is.
Mine goblin. What?
That Gollum. Is Gollum the mine goblin?
I'm gonna lock in
Mm-hmm.
Fred, George, Barry, or Bob. Barry. I don't think. Oh, is it Bob? Fred, Bob, and George. Fred, Bob, and.
You're just naming the Weasleys from Harry Potter.
It's got to be Ron.
Ron.
Fred. I feel confident with Fred. George. Bob. Far out. Fred, George, and Bob. Am I even close? Have I just imagined this?
Okay, Fred, George, and Bob.
Yes. No. Is it Alan? I have no memory. I played this game where you're Bilbo and you've got to sneak around them and stuff, and like they're great characters.
Yeah.
And
Then they've got great names.
they're not fancy names though. Fred, 100%. 100%
Okay.
Fred.
Okay.
Can we just lock that in?
Fred is.
Can you tell me if
locked
I'm
in.
right?
No,
I'm not right?
I'm not. Won't tell you if you're right.
George. Alan.
I feel like I was saying it in the accent helps you.
Bob. I don't think it's Bob. I think it's Alan and George. No.
There's high stakes on this. I know why you're deliberating it so much.
Can I phone a friend?
Who?
Mitch or Igor?
If Mitch picks up.
If Mitch picks up?
If Mitch picks up and he's not allowed to have Googled it.
Okay. I'm calling Mitch. I'm calling Oh My Gosh, Me Gosh after his 12-hour stream.
He's probably...
Please, Mitch. That doesn't wake up till 2 p.m.
He's going to be like, what?
All right. Calling Me Gosh. Me Gosh, please.
Don't forget Ginny.
That's the other troll that you don't see.
That's the other female character. Maybe.
This is going to be so confused. So we get one phone a friend a week if you choose to use it.
Apparently.
But if they don't pick up, Mitch, please pick up. Mitch. Hello. No!
Lock it in, boy. I'm eating my Crockenbush.
Fred.
Okay.
It's not like Baldrick or anything, is it? It's not like Fred, George, and Alan. Lock it in, Eddie. No! Fred. Is it Bob? Bob. Fred. Bob.
Yep.
Fred, Alan, and Bob.
Fred, Alan, and Bob.
No George.
Locked it in.
No. Fred, George, and Alan. No, Fred, George, and Bob. Fred, George, and Bob. Lock it in.
Fred, George, and Bob locked in. No take back.
Looking at the chat. Stop naming Weasleys.
The three names of the Stone Trolls
Yeah.
is Tom,
No! Tom Dick?
Bert,
Ah!
and William or Bill. So all of them are wrong.
Oh, Mitch would have known that. Tom, Bert, and William. That's not Lord of the Rings. That's The Hobbit.
Mm.
But I guess Bilbo shares that story in the Shire, but he doesn't mention them
There
by
was
name.
one Weasley's name. There was one Weasley name. God damn.
Okay. That's
Tom, Bert, and William.
Tom, Bert, and William.
Tom,
Yeah.
Bert, and Bill.
Bert really hit
Bert
me
and
hard
Bill.
there.
Yeah,
Bert
that
really
was a
ruined
big-
me.
Yeah.
I
I haven't gotten any of the hard Pride and Prejudice questions. I love how I gave you 100-year grace period and you didn't even give me like a 5-year grace.
No, because you had it.
Rough. Anyway,
Okay,
gotta
I'm
redeem
exhausted
myself.
after that. I'm gonna need a nap after this,
I'm
though.
gonna redeem myself for the
Okay.
next two questions.
That's moving on.
Yeah.
That question took ages. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's my fault.
I'm sorry that I came up with
How many marriages occur in the novel?
Ooh, fun. Fun.
Is that your answer?
Fun. So I'm going to name them all. So, not proposals, marriages.
Correct.
Walked down the aisle, got married.
Marriages.
Okay. So there's Charlotte Lucas and Mr. Collins. Canonically, the first ones that got married. There's Lydia Bennet and George Wickham. Okay, the second ones that get married. There's Jane Bennet and Charles Bingley. And Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy. Have I missed anyone? Just trying to think if there's some random side characters that got married
In the background.
in
yeah.
the background, like they just talk
Just
about
walking past them.
my
they see it,
cousin.
yeah.
Got married. I think it's 4.
Okay, you're locking it in.
I'm locking in 4.
Okay. It's 5!
What? Who did I miss? Who did I miss?
Uh-huh.
No, you have to tell me. You have to tell me what they are.
I don't know.
Because how do I know you're lying?
You don't?
You have to tell me what the other ones
Five's
are.
written right there, baby.
Who are they? Google it.
Did you miss the elopement?
No, that's Lydia Bennet and George. I'm calling bullshit on that.
All right. Well, I could have celebrated prematurely. Let's find out. Okay.
I'm just really curious who the fifth one is, who I forgot. That's a good question, though.
Ooh. How many marriages?
Where did you get
Pride
5
Prejudice?
from?
The site I was looking at. Damn. Well,
I was curious. I was
my
like, who did
information
I
has been
miss?
incorrect
Who did I
so
miss?
many times. I knew it felt premature.
Because I almost forgot about Lydia. I was like, oh, 3. In my head, I was like 3. And then I was like, oh, shit, no, Lydia and Wickham get it.
See, these are one of the filler questions at the end because I ran out of stuff.
Right.
And so
I wonder where they got the 5th one
I don't know
from.
where they got. What if it is 5 and
No, it says 4.
well, fair enough. Google knows what's up. Goodbye, hippo. The walking bush. I feel like the stakes were way too high for this. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You okay?
Okay.
And
Maybe I'll give you the tiebreaker question worth. I was shocked when you said 5. What was my count as well?
I knew we shouldn't have Googled it.
Yeah. No, I knew it was wrong. I was like, you have to tell me who I missed. Otherwise, I won't believe you. All right. Last question.
What?
From me to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've lost.
Maybe I'll give you a little pity question at the end.
It's Brian. Yeah.
To tie it up.
How about we just?
Because I wrote 2 tiebreaker questions in case one of my questions came up in the thing. So maybe you could tie it up.
What if we do the extra questions, the quiz quas?
The quiz quas?
But they're worth 5 points.
No. We'll see how we stand at the end of the thing.
I think I want to know how we stand.
What famous English rock band?
Why are you not doing Lord of the Rings questions?
To obtain the film rights to Lord of the Rings, casting themselves as the titular characters. Well, not titular, the main
I
characters.
don't know what titular means.
Just, yeah, they're not titular characters. I don't know why I wrote that. I think I was trying to sound fancy. The main characters. What famous English rock band attempted to attain the film rights to Lord of the Rings, casting themselves as the main characters?
I have no idea.
Just guess an English rock band. It was in the 60s.
I'm not good with dates or bands. I've got nothing. Got absolutely nothing, sorry.
Just take a stab in the dark.
The 60s. I'm not good with eras.
Famous English rock.
Rock bands.
Rock band from England.
Nothing, sorry.
I just googled fun facts about Lord of the Rings. And
Yep, no idea.
Just take a guess.
I can't. The Beatles.
Yeah.
What?
That's your guess?
Yes.
That's right. The Beatles wanted to make a Lord of the Rings movie. Paul McCartney was going to be Frodo, Ringo was going to be Sam, George was going to be Gandalf, and John Lennon was going to be Gollum.
As you do.
And they took it to Tolkien, and he was like, no.
Good on him. Good on him.
That's why I was telling you, take a stab. Oh, big tip for you. Good job. Good job. That would have been a wild ride. I wish they'd done it.
Okay.
That would have been fun.
I feel like
now you're on 4.
And you're on 6.
Let me double count for you. Just make sure I didn't miss it.
All right. I feel like this is going to be like the most common question ever. Like if people are like, "Oh, you have any hard Pride and Prejudice questions?" They're going to be like, "Oh, I bet you didn't know this," but everybody knows it. That's what I think this one's going to be.
You got 4.
I got 4.
4.
And you're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll give you my tiebreaker to try and tie it up.
Okay.
And
Well,
then
you'll probably
we'll
get
use
this though.
The actual tiebreakers if we tie it up.
Okay, we won.
Okay.
Alright. What was the original title? Pride and Prejudice.
First impressions.
Yeah. Wasn't I right? Like everybody would know that, wouldn't they?
I think some people wouldn't know it.
I think everybody would know that if they have considered a Pride and Prejudice trivia.
Yeah, it makes sense why that was her original name.
All right. Can we make these final questions worth? Right. So you're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. So I'm on 7. And you're on 4.
So these questions are worth how much? Are these? How many of these
But I've got everything to lose and nothing to gain. At this stage, I get a Crockenbush.
But think about those rough
We didn't-
questions you handed me.
But I didn't get all of your ones. I wasn't a clean sweep of your ones.
Yeah, but some of them were.
I think it was a lack of preparation on your part to not, you didn't do enough research on harder questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I also.
And I gave you some half points.
I feel like you didn't do. You kept going to rock bands and nonsense.
Well, I find Lord of the Rings boring, so I was going to sit there and research a bunch of Lord of the Rings questions. So I did.
Just have to go
Lord
to the
of Rings
Wikipedia.
adjacent.
And
I
have a
gave you
look.
some hard fact, and all the hard fact ones you got wrong. So I feel like the only ones you got right were
But they were more fun.
The fun ones.
I got the boring ones right.
Yeah, you got the actual
God damn it.
Lord of the Rings fact questions wrong.
Well, then my argument doesn't hold up, so I guess.
Except for the Shelob.
Yeah, that's fun. Okay, what are we doing?
All the fun ones were where you made your
What are we
point.
doing? I've got a question for you. What
All right, so... Oh, don't look at it. Don't read my question. So, if you get this one right, I will give you 3 points and we'll be tied. And then we can go to tiebreaker. But you have to get this one right. So I came up with 2 tiebreaker questions just in case one of them you had given me. So
I'm not asking you a question?
No,
Oh.
it's all on you. And it's and this is the quizshow. I did ask Lord of the Rings questions and he got them all wrong, bar one. The only ones he got right were the Lord of the Rings adjacent, and I asked him on the car ride, I was like, can I do Lord of the Rings adjacent questions? And he
Which
said
I
yes.
thought meant The Hobbit.
Okay.
Or the Rings of Power TV show, or
Right.
The
I was
Silmarillion.
thinking more. I was going more off Hard Quiz, the TV show, where it's
Okay.
like they take the
I
expert topic
hate that format.
and they give them adjacent
I hate that
related
format.
to it. But
One singer once rocked up to the set of Lord of the Rings, like that kind of nonsense.
well, now we've got valuable knowledge for
Okay.
the redraft of hard
all
stuff.
right,
the quiz.
this is just the pilot.
Exactly.
All right,
Yes, this is where we iron
the
out
budget
kinks.
doubles every episode,
That's right.
and the stakes.
And when you double zero, it's still zero.
Uh-huh. That's good. That's good.
Okay. So if
Okay.
you get, I had 2 tiebreakers prepared, and this is the quizshow, which means he has to answer about Pride and Prejudice.
Okay.
I have to decide which one to give you to get your 3 points, so we tie it up.
Okay. Are these within the realm of possibility? No. There's no chance.
Maybe. I find them easy. I came them up. I've come
Well-
up with.
well,
I
my
came up
question
with
for
them
you
off
is
the top
very
of my
easy.
head. I came up with them on the top of my head. So.
Okay.
Tiebreaker. Tie achiever, not tiebreaker. So for
Mhm.
this you will get
Which
3
rock
points,
band
and
went
we
to
will
the
be
set of
tied.
Pride and Prejudice in?
What is the name of Elizabeth Bennet's aunt who married a lawyer?
Are they in the show?
Some of them, yeah.
What do you mean, some of them?
I'm pretty sure in 2005 she's only mentioned, but she's.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, well, she's in the BBC series.
Are they in the 1995
They
one?
sure are.
Elizabeth's aunt married a
The
lawyer.
one because she has more than one aunt, specifically the one that married the lawyer and lives in Meryton. I'll give you that.
Oh, the one in Meryton.
Yeah,
Oh, of
the aunt
course.
from Meryton.
Have I got anything here?
Igor loves her. I love her too.
Oh, Igor loves her. Aunt. And is this the sister to Mr. Bennett or Mrs. Bennett?
Will that help you in any way?
No.
She's Mrs. Bennett's sister. I'm pretty sure.
Trying to imagine her.
That would have been a good question for you to ask me. I'm pretty sure it's her sister. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Because she married a lawyer.
Does Elizabeth refer to her as auntie?
She calls her Mrs. last name.
And it's not Bennett. Mrs. So I'm looking for the maiden name of Mrs. Bennett.
No?
I thought you said there was sister. Oh,
Yeah,
because
but
she married.
a lawyer.
Ah! I can't even imagine her.
She gets Mr. Collins insults her.
Mrs.
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 Yeah, she's a good gossiper. She's a gossip monger.
Mrs. Worthington
The
the
third.
third. No idea. Sorry.
Mrs. Phillips. Mrs. Phillips.
I don't recall.
That's a damn shame.
It's a damn shame. Can I have the other one?
Then I won't have a tiebreaker question for you. I'll
I'm
just
sure
come up
you'll.
with
Yeah.
one on the
Okay.
fly.
All right.
This is your second chance to tie it up.
Uh-huh.
This is not part of the original format.
No, we're
of the
going off
game.
script,
We're going
off
off
script.
script. All right. What is the amount that Mr. Bingley is said to have inherited? Not how much he makes a year, how much he inherited.
A measly 150,000.
Final answer.
Yes.
It was 100,000.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah.
All right. For the icing on top of the cake.
So I won.
Yes, you won. Congratulations.
Fair game. Well played.
Brutal.
I gave you a lot of leeway at the end because I came in a bit hard at the start because that Charles Bingley one
Uh-huh.
really set me in a bad mood, and I was
You brutalized
fighting
me.
for every point, and then towards the end I was like, you know what?
Tell you what's going to happen, though.
Mm.
I'm going to have to order Brad to challenge the champion.
Oh yeah.
And he's going to come back in, and he's going to have the same
Do I
stake.
get the same expert topic, or do I have
No.
to pick a different expert
Different.
topic? Okay. So I should pick something really obscure that would be hard for Brad to research. Something he's not going to enjoy reading about, like
Yeah.
fourth year biology
Ugh.
content. I mean, I don't remember any of it.
So Brad's going to come back in.
Oh yeah, it's the icing on the cake. What was the Lord of the Rings?
Is there any stakes to this question?
I will. Okay? In the croc, if I get this wrong, in the Crock and Bush challenge,
Ugh.
you can sub me in for 20 minutes, and you can break up that 20 minutes however you want, or 30 minutes.
That's like
So 30 minutes, I will take like.
how long is it going to take me to make the Quack and Bush?
Like 4 hours. It's like 3 hours maybe if you're lucky. So in 30 minutes, you can break it up. Like I'll just sub in for a minute.
Can I do it in the
To fix
24-hour
it.
stream?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, like 4 hours.
Yeah.
So if I get this wrong, you get 30 minutes of me taking over the Crock and Bush to help you. Like if your custard is split and you don't know what to do,
Split custard.
Like
That
how to
sounds like a
fix
band
it.
name.
I can come in and try and fix it.
Okay.
And you can spread that 30 minutes out as much as you want.
All right. Deal?
Deal.
Deal. Okay. What is Gimli's?
I see your point. Consequences were not even. However, they were agreed to.
They were agreed to. That was at the start.
They were shooken on.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, because EPM would love to play a game of Dota.
Exactly.
Just doesn't understand.
He just doesn't. He just can't comprehend how much I don't want to do it.
Okay.
All right, what was your time? So if I get this right, you don't get my help.
Yeah.
I'll probably still help you though.
What is Gimli's father's name?
Oh fuck! Gimli's father's name.
I'll give you a hint.
Mm-hmm. Is it just some variation of Gimli? Is it Bimli? Gimli, son of... Oh, shit! Oh, he's in the... Gimli's the dwarf. I was thinking it was... Okay, no, I might have a chance at this. Gimli's the dwarf, and the dwarf appears in The Hobbit. His dad appears because he shows Legolas a picture of Gimli.
That's my wee lad.
That's my wee lad, Gimli. Oh. Don't you dare blink. I might actually have a chance of this.
That's my wee lad. Gimli.
Gimli, that's my wee lad, Gimli. Oof. Ooh. That's a good one.
I'm so sad Mitch didn't pick up. I could have won if Mitch picked up.
You still would have been
Like, oh, there was a
off.
chance.
Yeah, you still would have been under, and you still would have had to make the tiebreaker. Even if I'd given you a point for the ranking, you still wouldn't have won, which people were up in arms about.
But if Mitch called and got that as well.
You would have been on 6.
All right, let's not get into the.
Gimli, son of Gumley. I don't know. I know the guy. I just do not know their names.
It's got one less letter than Gimli.
Like it's still the same letter, it's just missing one. It's
No.
Gim. Giml.
No, like Gimli has 6 letters. His father has 5 letters. And it starts with G.
Gumley.
You're locking in Gumli?
Locking in Gumley. Gimli, son of Gumley.
It's Gloin or Glowin.
I would never.
Gimli, son of Glowin.
I would never.
Gimli, son of Gloin.
For 30 minutes of the
Quockenbush
challenge,
Yeah.
you can sub me in.
Okay, sounds like a
So you
deal.
can sub me in for a minute, and then you still get.
I don't even know
29
what
minutes.
a Quockenbush is.
I'll show it for the stream. Isn't that 5 letters?
Gimli.
Gimli, yeah, I was thinking that as he was saying it, but I was
I originally wrote it down incorrectly. I wrote it Gimli. And just read that.
That was fun.
Okay.
That was good.
How do you spell Quockenbush?
I don't know how to spell.
You got to give me something.
Corquenbusa. Quockenbush. I have to get you one of the Quockenbush cones. No, that will make it too easy.
No ads here.
No free advertisement on our channel.
God, there's 2 ads. You didn't even have to know.
No, he knew he was making a Quockenbush. That's we set the terms at the beginning.
You set the terms and you shake on them.
You make some choux pastry. Choux pastry is well known for being easy. And you fill it with cream, custard.
Well, okay, hang on. I don't have to make good Quockenbush.
No, you just have to.
I just have to make
You
Quockenbush.
just have to attempt a Quockenbush.
Okay, well that's easy. Yeah, don't people like struggle on MasterChef to do this?
Yeah, but MasterChef they don't get 3 hours. Like they don't get as much time as they want. I have a feeling you won't want to eat it.
Me? What? I love custard.
I do not know if it will be edible.
So here's the cone. Do
Yeah.
they go in that?
Sometimes they make it out of it's like a special metal cone, but I mean if you want to order a Quockenbush cone, you can. I will allow the purchasing of a Quockenbush cone.
Profiterole. What is a profiterole? Is it just a sweet bread?
It's a choux pastry.
A choux pastry.
Yeah.
So it's what would it be similar to?
The churros are a choux pastry.
Okay.
It like puffs up, so you get the whole.
So I need oil.
Yeah,
I
well,
need
like he doesn't have to make it well. Like in MasterChef, they're trying to do a good job.
5 hours on MasterChef.
You know, they're trying to make it the best Quockenbush that ever did.
So I guess you do have to eat it though.
I will try one
Okay.
piece of it. Sometimes they dip it in chocolate. That's up to you. I'll leave it.
I'm actually excited to see how I can organize the cameras.
Quockenbush.
Quockenbush.
You know, and then you just dip it in the steamy hot. Oh, we're gonna have to get you some gloves. You will burn yourself. That is one of the things that happen when people make Quockenbush.
You have to supply all the goods.
Some of them fail miserably and have mental breakdowns.
Starving children in the world.
We'll eat it all.
We'll be starving that night.
Yeah, we'll eat it. It won't go to waste. We'll take it into work the next day.
So they're sticking it together here.
Yeah, it gets stuck with the caramel. So I'll get
Caramel.
I'll get you some gloves. So there's 3 components to a Quockenbush, maybe perhaps 4 if you want to get fancy.
Is it the bread,
The choux
the
pastry,
inside, and the
custard,
glue?
the caramel, and if you want chocolate, dip the chocolate on top of it.
Probably.
See, look how easy it is. This person made it in like 10 minutes. Yeah, and then you do the reveal, which is very easy, I'm sure. It's unveiled. Look at that. Look at that beautiful Quockenbush.
What the hell? Are they making a cage for it?
No, they're gonna make fluffy. They're gonna take the toffee and make like a fairy floss.
Do I have to do that?
You're gonna burn yourself. I'm gonna have to get you gloves.
Chloe's gonna get me killed.
See? And
What the hell?
Go,
I don't see anything.
see how it makes little cobwebbies?
And then you wrap that around
Yeah.
the.
You don't have to do that.
Surely.
You will
Oh.
burn yourself.
Oh my! But that makes it, doesn't it?
I mean, it is quite impressive. I've always wanted to make a quokkenbush, so I'm actually kind of jealous.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
be watching with envy.
you should have lost.
But yes, so you'll get me for 30 minutes.
Okay, you need to do that.
I think you'll need me for the pastry and the custard.
No.
Because the choux pastry is like a pastry you cook in a pan.
When are we doing this?
I don't know, whenever you... It just has to be done.
It's not tonight, guys.
No. We have
All
to
right.
prepare. We have
Well,
to get things ready.
The quokkenbush spelt
Quokka.
spelt quack gam
Quokkenbush.
quokkenbush
It's the quokkenbush.
will be in your neighborhood at some point.
At some point.
At some point.
At some point. Before
Okay.
the year ends.
All right. I hope Brad can beat you next time. I think the winner should carry on. But you cannot have the same topic.
Can I pick Jane Austen, Sense and Sensibility? Can I just pick a different Jane Austen book? The different...
I'll allow it.
Okay. All right. I'll have a think.
But then you're going to have to research something for Brad.
That's fair. Punish me.
Just from the start. Let's kick it off. Get it started.
It gets, yeah, I'll be so sad if at the end I don't get to eat a quokkenbush. I'll be sad.
You'll get to eat something. It'll be a bunch of dough and custard all mixed together in a custard tower.
Because I think you have to let things you have to let the choux pastry cool.
For how long?
But you can make the custard while it cools. You can do other jobs
Yeah,
while other
yeah.
things.
I love custard.
You do love custard.
I do love
You'll know how
custard.
to make it.
I'll do a bit of research, a bit of prep.
Yeah, watch some videos on it.
Yeah.
I think it's not as hard as people put it out to be. I think the reason it's a pressure challenge on MasterChef is because if there's a time challenge or it's a competition, then it's difficult.
It's
But if
delicate.
you're just making it in your own time,
We're just hanging out, making
hanging
some
out,
quokkenbush.
making quokkenbush, I don't think you'll struggle.
Maybe this is a tradition. Quokkenbush.
Quokkenbush for Christmas. Christmas quokkenbush.
Christmas quokkenbush.
Christmas quokkenbush.
God damn it.
That'll be a fun stream.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
All right.
I'm glad that I won.
Let us know what your favorite question was. Mine was the Sheila question. What was your favorite question, Chloe?
You asked me.
Sure.
The Brighton one because it was
it
like
got
an
you?
actual, yeah, it got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated the Charles Bingley name one. I will hold that against you till the day I die. But in the end, it didn't matter.
After a good start there with that one.
Yeah, that was good. You made me think that I was gonna have to fight for every point.
I think we should remove the easy 4 and hard 4 and just be hard 8.
Yeah, I guess we don't really know what's easy and what's hard.
Yeah.
So they sort of were just it was,
Brad's
mixed
not
up
going to
anyway.
know what sense and sensibility questions are easy and hard.
Yeah.
Apart from unless he dives into dates, which is usually...
Well, I think there should be a rule that it shouldn't be if there's a pedantic one, there's only one. You only had 1 year-based one, and I only had 1 year-based one.
Yeah.
Because if you just have a bunch of pedantic ones,
And you're allowed one phone a friend, but if it goes to voicemail, that's it.
I don't know any friends that know anything about. I can call Emily. He likes Pride and Prejudice. I'll get their number. They can be my phone a friend.
You'll never get
And
Egon's
they'll be
number.
watching the stream, so they'll know.
Damn it.
They'll know that they'll be there ready. Although they might try and sabotage me.
God damn.
They'd never do that to me.
Got a message from Cam about June.
Dune. The new movie. Is it cancelled? Got Florence Pugh in it. You talking about the Dune, the game?
Oh, yeah. There's a new Dune game.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Like a video game.
I think so, on the PS5.
Ooh.
Okay, we'll have to check a cheeky geeze at this.
I can't see it. There you
I'm
go.
working on it.
There you go.
I'm working.
I'm not
on
even
it.
sure Shelob is a female.
I
Don't say
must
that. That's
not
the
fear.
only actual Lord of the Ring based question you got right.
The mother of spiders. I thought she was.
That looks cute.
Fear is the mind killer.
Sure is.
This is separate to Shiro Games' Spice Wars. This is something else.
Is it
Dune
RPG?
Awakening.
Fear is the little death that brings total
Think so.
obliteration.
I'll play that.
They're in greenish colors. Is this?
Like Assassin's Creed, he's gonna jump into that.
Wormy boy. It's a big boy.
I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over and through me.
That looks like
And when it has gone past,
oh, what's his
I
name?
will
He's on the
turn
spice.
my inner eye to see
Is
its
that like an
path.
actual? Yeah. Yes, they actually got real actor.
Where the fear is gone, there will be nothing.
Oh, who I would have but I like it. I wouldn't have expected that. Seeing it.
He's got his little chicken legs.
What's that guy's name?
Only I will remain.
Is this to do with the books, I wonder? Open World Survival. MMO?
Oh, I don't
I
know.
think I'm over MMOs.
Yeah, I want an RPG.
I wanted
I
yeah.
like RPGs.
Or a survival game. A co-op survival game, like something.
I just like playing by myself.
It's pretty though.
Looks good.
It's pretty. God damn.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Okay.
Very glad I won. Is the stakes with? Oh, I guess there'll be new stakes between me and.
Yeah, you have to shake before the.
Yeah, we have to.
Yep.
Pre-decide.
That was hard stuff.
Hard stuff.
Thank you
where
for
we
tuning
get
in.
Stuffed.
Hard. I've been stuffed hard,
You've
and
been
then I'm
stuffed
going to
hard.
stuff Quockenbush hard with custard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Thanks for hanging out.
There will be a Dota video out Monday, starring myself and Bradley. If you're into Dota, check out
Thanks for keeping me all humble,
the
yo.
YouTube channel. Thank you guys for
With my
hanging out in the
questions.
chat. Hope you had a good time.
I had fun.
Enjoy your streams if anyone else is streaming. Hopefully
We
tune
might be
into some of
playing
them.
Played Up tonight.
We might play some Played Up tonight.
That was
We'll
fun.
have to figure it out.
Yeah. See how we go.
A loose schedule here. We haven't had time. We've been very, very busy to
Mm.
figure things out. So nothing
I haven't
official,
streamed
really.
in ages.
Nothing official. Don't know if this is going to happen because Brad's so busy. Everyone's so busy
Yeah.
wrapping up towards Christmas time. There will also probably be a massive break at some point and then reconvene at some point.
Yeah.
But we're still figuring it out. So thank you for bearing with us.
Yeah.
See you guys. Have a good one.
See ya. Have a good
Adios.
rest of your weekends.
Hope you do stuff hard as well.
Hope you stuff hard stuff.